So thanks everybody for joining. Really excited today to talk about our CPaaS or Service Provider Playbook. This is truly the CPaaS industry's first industry-wide playbook as we look at all of the providers, all of the operators playing in this industry. We wanted to step back as an alliance and really take a look at what's succeeding, what's driving growth, and what's driving success for different types of companies as they work within the CPaaS industry. And what we really saw was an opportunity to take best practices, take existing solutions that are working in the market and bring those to our members, bring those to the industry as a whole. So that was really the genesis of this playbook. And some quick highlights on the playbook. So this playbook's designed for the entire CPaaS industry. As we look across operators, we look across whether it's virtual network operators, service providers. In North America, we've got a very large mix of service providers that are offering CPaaS, UCaaS, and CCaaS to their customers. We also wanted to make this available and pertinent for them. So we're really excited as we look across our membership base as the information that we've been able to bring together for this playbook. This playbook is designed for your entire organization that's bringing solutions to market. So we started with the strategy team, but ultimately you've got to bring the product team, the development team, as well as your sales team along for the ride so that you've got solutions that everybody believes in, solutions that are proven and that your company can talk to, and solutions that you can ultimately get out and talk to your customers about. So that's all of the stuff that we've baked into this playbook. You'll see here we've got 80 pages of relevant insights. When you think about pulling your strategy together, you're probably doing a lot of research across a bunch of different analysts. We pulled together the most important points to get you started here. So we've got insights from S&P Global, Metrigy, Kaleido Intelligence, Frost and Sullivan, as well as some other key data points in the market to get you started and really give you the talking points that you need to have internally in order to start to build consensus, start to build buy-in on a strategy, and really get your entire executive team, get their heads wrapped around what the market opportunity is. We also have 93 market-ready solutions. So at the CPaaS Acceleration Alliance, most of us have actually been in your shoes bringing things to market. And it's always a challenge because you're coming up with new ideas. You're putting those things out there, and then eventually the marketing team and the sales team, they all have to get up to speed on those things. And what's really cool is when you look at our tech provider members within the Alliance, they've already got solutions out there. They're already generating results for customers. They already have the talking points and have the buyer personas. So we've had a unique opportunity here with this playbook to bring all of those insights, bring that expertise in, and put them together for you through this playbook so that your marketing team doesn't have to guess, oh, what's the actual buyer need? Who am I actually talking to? And the sales team can actually get in and have firm results and firm actions that they can talk to their target audience about. And this is something where when we see companies bringing new things, new solutions to market, this is often an area which takes a year plus for companies really to get momentum. And we're really excited and really privileged as an alliance to have all of these solutions that are out there that our tech provider members have contributed into this playbook for you to leverage. And then last but not least, if you're starting from scratch, you probably haven't put together a business case around these solutions before, really worked across your organization to build consensus. So we wanted to give the users of this playbook a running start to get in with templates that says, here's what a business case presentation would look like. Here are the data elements that you need to pull together in order to really make the right decisions on a strategy for your business and identify the partners and the use cases that are going to make sense for the things that you're bringing to market, as well as for the customers that you're targeting. So really all of the things that if we look back over the past several years, especially us at the Alliance having run our own operations, these are all things that we wish we would have had 6-7 years ago. And it's super awesome to have the ability to bring these things together for you as you're working through your journey. So speaking of journey, as we go through this playbook, it's really put together in several steps. One is helping you as a strategy leader, you as a product leader or an executive, get your head wrapped around the market and be able to get the rest of your team in a similar position very quickly, right? So if you look at a typical research arc, it probably takes several months. You're working across different providers. Again, we've brought those things together here so that within weeks, at worst a month, you can get your head wrapped around what are the relevant points in the market, what are the relevant opportunities in the market that we should be looking at. And then once you've got those pieces together, set your vision, work through the playbooks, work through the use cases that we have within this playbook, and really get your team aligned around what you're going to do, and then ultimately jumpstart your team. So like I said, we have proven solutions here. We have proven talk points and customers and personas to go after. So it's really exciting that your team can see all of these things and not guess at what the product or strategy team is putting together as they're starting to get their approach to the market put together. So I'm going to pop over to the playbook real quick. So it's really organized. This playbook's really organized in 3 sections. One, again, is that strategy piece and the market insights piece. So we have coverage on the network API opportunity. There's no shortage of conversation, especially if you've been watching our content, watching content from the GSMA, or even visited Mobile World Congress this year. Network APIs are a super hot topic. We're seeing a lot of momentum start to build. This is early days, right? So we're still building momentum in that space, but it's important if you're thinking about future growth for you to be thinking about, where am I making these investments? How will that impact my business as I'm looking out 3, 4, 5 years from now? And this section gives you all of the pieces to start to make a sensible strategy around network APIs. So we've pulled together information from S&P Global, Kaleido Partners, GSMA, McKinsey, and more of those analysts that are covering this space, and distilled that down into the key points here to give you a jump off point into further research. So I'll call up one piece here. We're tracking on a monthly basis what's happening within the network API space. So we have, for you, as you're trying to make your decision, what are you going to invest in? Which types of customers are going to make the most sense? We have that information distilled down. So whether you're in Asia Pacific, Middle East, Europe, Latin America, or North America, you'll be able to see here a regular update of what's happening in the space, where I've got an opportunity as an operator to invest and start to make some money from these network APIs. And then we've also got announcements centrally located for you to be able to see what's going on out there. The second piece from a strategy perspective is focusing on the CPaaS market. CPaaS is in our name. CPaaS is a huge opportunity, and it all starts from what the enterprise buyer needs and where they're going as a business. So we've distilled a lot of insights down from industry analysts, including Metrigy, S&P Global, again, Frost and Sullivan, IDC, all of these analyst firms that are looking at what are the global demand trends looking like, what's driving business investment in IT, not just in CPaaS, but also in UCaaS and CCaaS, because all of these solutions are coming together to provide their customer experience, to provide their employee experience. So we've distilled all of those things down. We've got global demand trends, regional growth projections provided by S&P Global, critical trends that you really need to be thinking about as you build your business case, and things that the rest of your executive team really needs to understand in order to see why it's important to be investing in these things. And I'll click through to examples and use cases real quick, so you can see we've got videos from a lot of content that's been put together in the industry. We have quick infographics, and then we have statistics as well as key information that if you're getting started on your journey, will help you get your head wrapped around what this actually looks like and what your customers are looking for in the space. And then last, but certainly not least, from a strategy perspective, once you have your head wrapped around all of these things and you're starting to talk about these things from an executive perspective, it's time to put your actual plan together as a business. So we've actually put together, as I said earlier, 2 templates. One is a business case presentation template, so you don't have to start from scratch. You can actually see what a talk track would look like, start to plug your things in, and I'll show that to you here in a second. But it's also important to have the data to back that up. So we have a spreadsheet put together here that you can start with to actually go in and plug your individual business data together and map that to the insights that we've got from the market and from the rest of our members, and start to pull that together into a make sense strategy that's going to work for you in your particular region with your particular customer base. So I'll show you those templates here real quick. We'll start with the spreadsheet. So as you're going through as a strategist, and even as a go-to-market leader, we're taking you through the process of looking at your customer verticals, looking at the customers that you can actually start to launch things with, and then mapping those up with the specific types of offers that you can actually be bringing out to market. So we all like to talk about CPaaS and network APIs, but there's also things that are easier to bring to market, and they make more sense for you to bring to market if you've not brought these more challenging things to your customers in the past. So we actually walk you through a series of progressions in order to bring things out to make sure you're as successful as possible. So as you do your customer analysis, you identify those solutions. We start to break down what are the buyer roles that you're going to be going after, what kinds of challenges, how difficult is it for you to sell, implement, and support these things so that you as a strategist, as well as your go-to-market team and your product team and your operations team can be thinking about what are the types of investments and where are the things that we should be focusing on next. And then we line that up with the different types of providers that you should be talking with as you're pulling these solutions together. And then let me switch my screen here real quick to show you the other piece, which is our business plan template. So once you've got all of those pieces put together within your spreadsheet, we actually have a space for you to put together your initial presentation back into the business. So what is your purchase, or what is your purpose? What does the market outlook look like to get the executive team excited? What is our plan and what are our next steps? So we actually take you through a talk track and then ultimately give you an opportunity to put together your target verticals, your solutions that you're going after, your customer targets, and the technology providers that you're going to partner with. And then ultimately, what's the team that going to look like as you're iterating on this in market and bringing innovation to your customers? All things that we, as we've gone through this and done this ourselves, and as we look at our operator partners that have been successful, these are all steps that they've gone through in order to drive their own market success. And so we actually, as we go through this create your plan section, we actually take you through the process of doing all these things. Then the next piece is starting to dig into who are the technology partners that we're going to partner with. So you'll see here a list of members in the alliance that have contributed their use cases, their customer success stories, and their insights into this playbook. And again, I can't emphasize this enough. It's really awesome because we have all of these members that are selling things in market today. They're helping operators just like you generate success and bring these solutions to their customers. So as you go through the spreadsheets, you go through all of the content that we've looked through so far, now you can dig into these individual providers and start to see some insights on them. Where are the verticals that you can find their stories within this playbook? What are the different solution types that you can get in and see their actual customer stories in? And then as you think about contacts, I need to reach out to somebody. Maybe I've got a question on the product side, or maybe it's time to start talking about a commercial relationship. You have contacts here that you can get into with each of these technology partners. All right. So now we've got your strategy put together. You've got executive team buy-in. You're starting to bring things out to market. This is where the rubber meets the road, where we've got to get the marketing team spun up. We've got to get the sales and the operations team set up. And this piece, as somebody that's led marketing and product in the past, I know how difficult it is to get those initial products out to market and actually start to test your value prop, start to test your talking points as a sales team. These are things that take months, if not years, to actually get successful at. And again, I cannot emphasize this enough. With our membership base and the contributors to this playbook, we've really given you guys the cheat codes for these things, because now we can come in and say, I'm looking at the financial services industry. Tell me about what are the challenges, what are the talking points that me as a salesperson should be going in if I'm talking with somebody in the contact center, I'm talking to a CX professional or somebody in IT or in marketing. What are the pain points that we're going to be able to solve for them? And then I can actually get in here, and now I can start to see customer stories with actual business results. So these are the things that when you're bringing new products to market, you're bringing new solutions to market, these literally take years to get things out into the field, to get customer buy-off on getting their results and actually measure results. We've shortcut that entire process. So we've taken 2 years of effort and put it all here. And we actually have 93 different types of solutions depending on the type of vertical you're going after, or depending on the solution type that your customers are looking for, you can come in here and get directly into the different types of solutions that you can be talking about. So I'm personally really excited about this because we've got super awesome solutions in here. They're making a business impact today. And these are things that your sales team can actually be going out and having conversations with customers about today, getting them excited, showing momentum, and then going back and taking those conversations and showing to the executive team the types of things that you can be offering to market and the kind of impacts you can have on your customers. So super exciting pieces there. So let me check to see if we've got any questions. No questions yet. So with that, let me go ahead and let's talk about how you can access this piece. So everything is purchasable online through kpasa.com. So I've got the URL up there. For non-members, again, this is an industry-wide offering and really an industry-wide effort where we're talking and going and bringing this through GSMA. We're bringing this through other associations such as Cable Labs. And then we also have our members who are selling into the operations into operators. These are things that non-members have access to. So you can actually come in as a non-member for 7,500 euros per year and purchase access to this. This will give you a single user license. We're updating this playbook twice annually with new user stories, new solutions, as well as updated content around the market. So I showed you earlier the insights from network API rollouts. We'll have additional updates around enterprise buying trends and things like that. Those are all getting updated on a regular basis here. And as you have your annual license, you'll have immediate updates within this playbook as those updates come out. Now, if you're a member, so we have 3 different member levels, Connect, Grow, and Accelerate. If you're a member, the awesome thing is that for the same price, your entire organization gets access to this. So we talked about how this is made for strategy leaders. This is made for product and marketing and sales leaders. Your entire organization can get in and leverage this all of the content here and all of the tools within this playbook. And then for larger operators and larger members, if you're an operator and you have business units spread across countries, we have a license that will allow your entire organization, whether you're in Europe, Asia, Africa, wherever your operating groups are, you can purchase a license for this playbook across your entire base for $22,500 per year. And then we also have distribution options. So as you looked at our members who had contributed to this, if your go-to-market is through operators, if your go-to-market is through service providers, and you're looking to get them as successful as possible in talking about these solutions, understanding how they can impact their customers, the distribution license is an awesome opportunity for you to accelerate those conversations. So if you think about a typical Gartner license where you would come in and license a single report, this is very similar in that regard, where you'll license this entire playbook and you'll be able to leverage that within your go-to-market, within your sales conversations, and provide a free license to all of your prospects, all of your customers with this distribution license. All right. So with that, I don't see any questions. So if you do have any questions, please visit us, follow us. Hit us up on LinkedIn as well as through the community. Appreciate everybody taking a few minutes to sit down with us today. We will present this back as a recording afterwards, as well as chop this up and make this available to you. So thanks again, everybody, for spending some time with us today. And I can't wait to see you in the playbook. Bye.